Hi, AJ, pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.
I have a question about spiritual attacks. I've been told that we're all working with guides and guardians around us. Now, since the last 2 weeks, I've been constantly attacked by spirits.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much aware of they can only attack us because of our wounds. But I ask every day to also, I know where I need to work on, but they don't seem to give me the time. I mean, every day I need to go through this process now, which is very uncomfortable. So.
Yes, it's not nice being attacked by people you can't see, and it's not nice being attacked by people you can see either, by the way. So either way, you want to work through whatever it is. My first point of call whenever I'm personally being attacked is to look at the choices and decisions that I'm making, to always look at how I'm exercising my will. Does that make sense? Yeah, he's come along to make you feel good.
He's supporting me, so
yeah, he's trying to support you. He's very sensitive emotionally to how you're feeling, and as soon as he feels a bit of distress, bang, he's there to... And in fact, that's the reason why you're getting attacked. You want people, you're very open to people, or you want people, there is an openness inside of you to have people nurse you through negative situations, to help you through negative situations, rather than take full self-responsibility for the situation. As a result of that, that makes you very open to Spirit's influence. And many of these spirits, therefore, are easily able then to attack you as a result. So it's quite easy for a person to attack you because you're open to hearing them and open to listening to their influence because you desperately want them to feel good things about you.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And as a result of you desperately wanting to feel good things about you, you are opening yourself to them feeling anything about you, including bad things about you. And this is what exposes you to the attack. And the little demonstration there of the addiction was in play when he came across to give you like some affection, which is what you're looking for. Do you follow me?
It's still hard to accept for me sometimes.
It is hard to accept for you, but it's what you're looking for. Yeah. And because of that openness, spirits can just hammer you whenever they wish. Now, to get rid of it, then we need to use our choices and decisions in another direction. So if we use our choice to instead of feeling like I want the other person to understand me, and I want the other person to feel good about me, feel that you don't feel good about you. Let yourself feel that. And that's what you want to avoid. And because you want to avoid that, any person around you, whether it's on earth or in the spirit world, can tell you bad things about you and make you feel terrible about yourself as a result. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Pretty much so.
If you think about your day-to-day life physically, this is what's happening physically sometimes. You get told bad things about you and you feel terrible as a result. And so what you do now is you avoid people telling you bad things about yourself. So any person who's told you a bad thing about yourself in the past, you just stay away from them. But you can't stay away from the spirits that are with you because they can follow you anywhere. Yeah. And that's why you're still open to the attack. Yeah.
That's a clear answer for me, thank you.
Yeah. So remember, every time we're having pain and suffering, so this is an example of pain and suffering, it's an indication that our will is being used in a way that's not loving. So the way it's not loving is that we have a desire that other people make us feel good about ourselves. That's our will being used in a direction that's not loving because it's a demand upon other people that they do something for us, right? And as a result of that, it leaves us open and exposed to other people also attacking us, which is the feedback system. The pain is the feedback system telling us something's wrong with the way I am doing something here. Does that make sense? So what we find, and it's interesting, just myself and Mary have been talking about this the last few days, haven't we, darling? And Mary and I are often feel the bombardment of emotions of thousands of people at the same time, right? And as a result of the bombardment of emotions, my reaction is very different to Mary's. Mary's reaction is she feels like she's got to listen to everybody. That's her reaction. And she's got to listen to everybody because, you know, if she doesn't, there might be something bad that happens that she didn't know about, or, you know, it's all a lot of it's to do with fear. So what happens is when I get this bombardment, I hardly notice it at all. And when Mary gets the bombardment, she feels terrible and down and feels like, what's going on now? Does that make sense? And so just because of the two different attitudes, the openness, we get a whole different response from pain and suffering to joy and happiness. So my happiness is not depleted when other people do that to me, whereas Mary's happiness is depleted. And that's an indication that something inside of you is a choice and decision out of harmony with the loving use of your will. In this case, for Mary, the lovingness towards herself. Right? So remember that the loving use of free will involves lovingness towards yourself, loving towards others, loving towards God. So there's all sorts of loves involved there in terms of how we use our free will. Yep.